Welcome to King Josiah TV, where this channel was created to educate, inform, and promote the kingdom of Jesus Christ as an ambassador in this world. I am your host, Josiah Hill. And before we get started, guys, please do me a favor. If you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and give me that follow button. Let's get into it.
Watch giants fall like Goliath. David, I dance. This ain't no tick-tock. God told me that my steps was ordered. Walking in flip-flops. Chris Rock, how they laughed at me.
Chad Johnson. I don't know if you guys listen to, because it's one of the most famous podcasts out now. It's called Nightcap with Chad Johnson and Shannon Sharpe. Okay, so before we get the video rolling, I just want to kind of set this up a little bit. Chad Johnson and Shannon Sharpe. This is one of the most popular sports late night podcasts that's out nowadays. They're very hilarious, love their stuff, but sometimes they hit on stuff that actually has some spiritual relevance. And Chad Johnson, he asked him, just to set this up, he was asked pretty much which one of these pills would he take that would give him certain things in life. And he lost his mother, I believe, a few years ago. I don't know the exact time frame, but he lost his mother a few years ago and dealt with some loss and her not being there when he was younger. And he kind of speaks on this. And I want to speak on this when it comes to people that have had loss, people that have had people that have are no longer there anymore in their life, loved ones, parents, and family members, and how we should deal with this and how God is there for us in our time of need, in our time where we are brokenhearted. So, guys, let's just rip.
I'm taking the blue pill. I'm taking the blue pill because I would do.
Hold on, the middle blue pill, the solid blue pill in the middle of the top row, or the bottom right.
Hold on, let me see. No, the first one on the top row. Is that it?
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I'm just checking.
Because
I thought you talking about you trying to get that.
I'm looking at the blue pill.
Okay, just so we clear.
In my notes. You know, in my notes I don't have the diagram, but I definitely I would love. I haven't had an opportunity to hear her voice in a very long time. I would love to have Hurricane Paula back. I would love that. I just want to say hello to my mama just one more time. Just curse me out one more time. Oh, you got me about to cry. Shit. Damn it.
Ooh. Whoo-wee.
I mean, loss of a parent is hard. I have not lost a parent, but my wife has lost her father. And that's something that it never goes. You know, I've lost people close to me. I've lost all of my grandparents are gone beyond one of them. And that loss there, that's something that doesn't go, especially when it's a parent. That's deep. I don't care how close or not close to you, that it hits and that pierces. And you know, the emotion that he has here, man, I was watching this, it got me a little emotional watching it myself, but I'm gonna let him keep playing.
It's easy for me.
Oh shit.
I know that's tough for you, bro.
Come on, get right, boy.
I think, Ocho, because of the relationship that you and your mom had early and what the relationship that you were able to repair towards the end and where you came to, that's what you like, man. Because I think in the back of your mind, you think about all the years that you guys missed out on.
A lot of it.
And so now you like, well, if I could just go back and get the years that we had at the end in the beginning.
Yeah. So I know what it feels like to have a mother. I never had that feeling. My grandma raised me. I want you there when I was 4, when I was 5, when I was 6, when I was 7.
And my wife talks about this. I want to reference her because she's dealt with this personally. And when you've got a parent that you didn't feel like you got everything out of them, whether it be life experiences, whether it be them being there for certain events, you're always going to want to have them back because there's a part of you that always wants that connection to your parent and have that relationship that you always dreamed of. And especially when they're snatched from you early and you never get to salvage that or develop that, it leaves a hole in your heart. It definitely leaves a hole. And I've heard my wife talk on this, and this is something that's very real. That definitely very much affects people that have lost their parents early, and sudden.
When I was in high school. No, I didn't get to you until I got to Santa Monica Junior College. Hell, I'm already goddamn grown,
Right.
man. So I
You
done missed
grown,
all, I done missed
right.
all the good years on what it's like to have my mama. Oh shit.
But here's the thing, Ocho. Sometimes the best decisions doesn't involve her. The best decision was your grandma did what she did. We don't realize it. Because when we miss out on something, all we think about is what we missed out on. But think about what you gained from your granny.
Would I be?
Everything is perspective. Just like Shannon Sharpe is saying. Yeah, you may have lost that parent. Yeah, you may have lost that loved one, but God is always going to bring things full circle. He realizes those things. God is not a God that doesn't sympathize with our pain, doesn't sympathize with our struggle and our struggles. And as you just said, his grandmother was there for him. His grandparents were able to give him that love and that care and all that he wanted. Of course, he did want it from his mother, but he still got that. That God is always on the back end going to tether something together to allow you to alleviate some of that pain. And the scripture that I wanted to read, we're going to actually stop video at the scripture that I wanted to read pertaining to this, because I feel like this is going to help somebody that may be going through something, that has lost a loved one, whether it be a parent or someone else. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. He protects all his bones. Not one of them will be broken. Will slay the wicked. The foes and the righteous will be condemned. The Lord redeems his servants. No one will be condemned who takes refuge in him. Psalms 34:18. No one, you guys, that takes refuge in God. God, at the end of the day, God said he will wipe every tear. All the heartache, all these things, God will take away. God will redeem you at the end of the day if you put your trust and your faith in God. And anybody out there that's going through anything, that it's been through these sort of situations, lean on God. Don't pull away from God. Don't think because why did God take this person from me that I loved and I cared for so much? God is the author of life. There was a reason and a rhyme why they're gone. We may not be able to understand it or explain it, but God has a reason, and God will be there to comfort you. Even Jesus lost his father when he was younger. His stepfather would have been Joseph at the time. He lost. So again, we don't serve a God that doesn't understand things that we've been through. He doesn't understand loss. He understands those things. He's a very empathetic God, and he's there to comfort you. So lean on him, lean into that, and lean into God, and God will pull you through. So again, guys, before we get out of here today, if you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and smash that like button. You haven't yet, give me a like, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the follow subscribe button. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, give me the follow button, guys. I will see you next week.
Salvation on me like it's a helmet. The way it's to sin is death for send you to hell quick. Wanted to be all about me, God, I was selfish. I was rebellious.